Good morning, everyone. It is 9:20. Yes, I am 5 minutes late for this impromptu live news with Scott on Sporky News Podcast. Thank you for joining us. But I had to. It's not really news. It's more a conundrum. I am caught in a conundrum, people. Disney has not given me anything I have enjoyed for a very, very long time. Since probably, it wasn't Endgame. Nope. What was the first one with Thanos? That was the one. Yeah, that was the one I enjoyed. I got to keep talking because I'm the only one here, so I'm blanking at the moment. I haven't enjoyed Star Wars. I haven't enjoyed the MCU. It feels like years. So then along comes a little show called WandaVision. And man, I have to say, I really enjoy this show. You know, and it's like they had me here for a second, like, oh, what a great show. And I just watched the episode. I'm not going to lie to people. I did not cancel Disney Plus. My two little girls would have destroyed me. It's one of their favorite things. I'm not going to take that away from them. I also have to be able to review. But the truth is, I really enjoy this show. I mean, I love how it started. I love how they didn't give you any info, but it was dark. It was funny. And now we're starting to get the information. We're learning how Monica Rambeau is going to become a superhero. I mean, we're getting it all. And I love it. I love it. But one of my favorite actresses and fighters, because of her willingness to stand up for what she believes, got fired from The Mandalorian because she stood up for what she believed. So we're going to talk about that. Let's see who's in the chat. We got a couple people with us right now. First on my list was Crazy Eyed Jedi in the house. And he says, just remember, when you #cancel Disney Plus, use that time to help someone in your community. Secondly, it's television. How much television do you need in your life? We love Gina Carano. He's so right. You know, how much television do we need? Now, granted, there's not many shows out there right now that I enjoy. Hold on, I got to fix this lighting a little bit. The Expanse is one, but that's over for the year and may only have one more season that I know of. That's way too late. Okay. What else is there that I enjoy? I can't off the top of my head think of TV shows right now, screw it, that I'm enjoying other than WandaVision. But he's right. You know, with all the lockdowns, with all this, the fear and the fear mongering and everything that's going on in the world, your community, the people that live with you, live around you, we should focus on that. I just saw a report that a 12-year-old kid in Texas committed suicide because of depression from these lockdowns. How many people have lost their lives from drugs and alcohol and not getting the help they needed, or hiding because they don't want to go get the help they needed because your disease wants you to be alone. So when the government's telling you you should be alone, it feeds into that disease like a freaking Mack truck. And when neighbors aren't, because of political beliefs, are out to get each other, I understand why Gina Carano tweeted what she tweeted. She was not comparing anything. She was explaining history to you and how history can repeat itself. Jesse Milestone had a great video from the perspective of a Jewish woman in just a perfect Jesse way. If you know Jesse, you know what I mean. She let you have it because people are taking something that isn't theirs, just like the white guilt that a lot of people have out there, and they try to twist it as in they live this horror, or they understand the plight of Jewish people, Black Americans, insert any minority group that has been persecuted. And unless you walked a mile in their shoe, you don't. So she was just trying to remind you that neighbors were turning in their neighbors in Nazi Germany. That's why it made it so easy, because they were manipulated into believing these people were less than human. And if you listen to the tech giants and the the access media, you're going to hear key phrases that belittle the other side of the aisle. It blows my mind that we're breaking down society into two political parties. People are way more diverse than that, but that's what they're doing. And how easy it can be where, people attack others because of their beliefs and now want to silence others because of their beliefs. She was trying to wake us up to that. And what happens? She gets fired. Anybody in the audience remember any other, I don't know, Disney employee that may have said some very derogatory things about their fans in society in general? Does anybody remember any of those? Because I don't remember any of them getting fired. Do you? I don't remember it. I'm pretty sure they did. Oh, no, they didn't. Pedro Pascal? No. Hidalgo? No, not him either. Oh, okay. The Last Hope. Welcome, buddy. They say they were just waiting for an excuse to get rid of her as she has become more popular than their shows. Plus, Favreau must have known about this. So defund Disney. I'm with you, man. I don't want to support it. I really don't. Again, conundrum. Do I go and show these shows my kids love using my friend online? You know what I'm saying? He's a pirate. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to support them. I don't. I am disgusted by what they did today or the other day. I'm disgusted by it. Jack D in the house, dude. Whoa, brother. Great channel. Great dude. Please check out Jack D. He is awesome. Endgamer 93. Greetings. Greetings to you. Larry, one of my brothers. Nice intro. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. It's always awesome to see you in the chat. It's been a while, my friend. Who else do we have here? We have Roger Haynes. Roger, always giving me a $1.99 super check. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm guessing it's a thumbs up, but StreamYards doesn't let you see that. Larry again says how to cancel Disney Plus trending on Twitter. It is because people are sick and tired of being accused of being the most terrible names. I mean, you're calling people war criminals, genocidal war criminals, because they don't agree with you. Okay. And now you're going as far as if someone doesn't have the right think, firing them for this. Like, to me, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. You're firing them for wrong think, and they'll use some moral clause in her contract, most likely. But then her agency left her. Like, what is going on in this world that someone can't think other than what the social media giants want you to think? It depresses me. Bone. Wow. What a weird time for Robo Spork stream, brother. It is a weird time. Today is the day. I go in at 1 p.m. Eastern time, come out a different man. So I thought at least one more stream where my boys are intact. You know what I mean? Jack D says you need to check out Resident Alien. Tukey is hysterical, dark humor. I will do that, buddy. I will do that. Thank you. I'm going to write that down. Resident Alien. Favreau should leave Disney. Larry, I completely agree with you. Favreau must have known what was going to happen. I can't imagine Favreau agreeing with what happens. I'm a big fan of, I'm not going to say his name because they'll probably want to crush me for that, YouTube. I'm a big fan of this man. I'm in his mug club. He offered Gina Carano a job. He said, come be on the show. We'll offer you. You could even teach us how to strike. I thought that was awesome. But he said a few years ago, there is like a secret society of conservatives in Hollywood, almost to the point where they have like signals to tell each other they're conservatives. They have secret breakfasts and meetings. This isn't like the days of Clint Eastwood and the Duke being open about being conservative. It's almost like the reverse of when Hollywood went after communists in the 50s and 40s and 50s and 60s. Being in the black book. Now, if you're conservative, you're in the black book. But see, it's right thing for the left. So it doesn't relate to them. but it does. I mean, we are destroying a woman's career, which I doubt. I think people will give her a job. She's great at what she does. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's witty. She's really worked at her craft. It seems like. Gina, if you're ever listening, if you want to come on the show, all 13 of us would love it. You know, I can't see this being the end of her. I hope someone picks her up. She gets a new representation that actually supports her, because if I was an actor and I was a part of this group that represented her, I would think about moving on. How easily they let go of her because of the Twitter mob and Disney. So, I mean, we were talking about this last night on Comics Division, yelling at cars. How is Disney not somewhat of a monopoly? They control like 2/3 of your movies, TV, media. You know what I mean? Like they are a mega corporation. How is that not somewhat of a monopoly? I know they probably aren't technically one, but how aren't they a monopoly? Where's Teddy Roosevelt when you need him? Really? You know, you have these tech giants working together, which, you know, Culture Casino informed us last night is illegal to go behind the scenes and try to work together to control the narrative. But, you know, they get to do it. The Last Hope says, watching old TV series and films will keep you entertained for years. I agree. Stig Kenobi wants me to go and start reading the EU. He gave me a list of ones to start with. I will most likely listen to them on Audible, but if I can get my hands on some of the books, I got a great old bookstore in another town near me where you can get paperbacks for like a couple bucks. I'm going to see if they have the EU. They have a store just dedicated to sci-fi and fantasy. This place is awesome. You can sell your books, get your books. Anyways, I'm going to check out to see if they have them. So great idea. The Last Hope. They intentionally misinterpreted her tweet and made up something that didn't happen. I completely agree with that, Larry. This was the excuse they've been waiting for, because she has never once said anything to me, maybe controversial, but never to me that's inciting, disrespectful, hateful. I mean, the woman spoke her mind, and look what happened. It's almost like they're trying to warn us. Like, look what will happen if you don't speak the right speak. I mean, I'm a part of an app called Clapper. I know most of you don't know what that is. It's like the non-CCP version of TikTok. A lot of conservative thoughts over there. They recently sent out to their bigger, blue check marks, something that pretty much said, please stay away from these topics. The beer bug shot, the beer bug, elections, things like that. Because they're scared that this company, ABC 123, will deplatform them, meaning that you will not be able to go to Google Play and download it. I guess I was misinformed what happened with Parler. I thought that's what happened to them, that they decided, these big tech giants, they no longer want to fund them. Culture Casino kind of told me something different, plus comics. I still don't know what to believe with that. But yes, they intentionally took that tweet, twisted it, let the Twitter mob go after her, and then used it to fire her. I agree. I haven't watched WandaVision yet. I was going to binge watch it this weekend, but now it's time to boycott Disney. That's my conundrum, Bone. I freaking love this show. I think it's intelligent. I think it's funny. I think it's dark. I think it's misdirecting us. It's creating, what is, Photon is the name of Maria Rambo. Maria Rambo. No, Rambo. Her superhero persona. I don't know, but you're starting to see like that feed into it. Ashley Olsen. Oh my God. The Scarlet Witch is beautiful, and she's great. Evan Peters as maybe Quicksilver is awesome. I will be saying some spoilers, so please, don't don't stay here if you need it. You talking spoilers, Scott? Yes, I am, Nerd Cookies. And if you want to come on, I put the link in the Rogue chat. If you want to drop in on one of my streams, you're more than welcome. Love you, buddy. Crazy Eyed Jedi, the gratitude for changing a light bulb for an elderly neighbor because the fear falling off a ladder will warm your heart. The glee of a child when you fix their bike. Crazy Eyed, you're just speaking truth right now, man. That is the truth. We have gone away from helping our neighbor. Okay. We have gone away from helping our neighbors. How many of you know more than your direct neighbors? How many get to know neighbors in your neighborhood? Apartment complex, condo, cul-de-sac. I don't care where you live. How many of you know more than maybe your direct neighbors? Like I'm talking like square around your house. Do you know anybody down the street? I bet a lot of people don't. I know when I grew up, my parents knew everyone in the neighborhood, like streets away, and knew when I did something stupid. They found out. I miss those, what did they call those when they like block parties? We used to live in a cul-de-sac and they would block off the cul-de-sac and everybody would be out in there and just having a good time and spending time with their neighbors. 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, picnicking with friends, kids running around, fireworks going off illegally, but still going off. I miss that. I want that for my kids, and Crazy Eye Jedi's right. We need to make that change. Get to know your neighbors because truly we have lost that in America. We have fundamentally lost the identity of America, which is the American dream and community. It's been systematically taken from us. I'm sorry to go down this route. I did want to talk about WandaVision. We will, because I really enjoy that show. But when a country doesn't have an identity anymore, is it really still a country? So we need to take back that identity, people. And if you're from another country, you need to control the narrative in your country too. Not narrative, but get to know your neighbors. Get to know the guy who works at the pharmacy or the guy who changes your oil or works on your cars if you have that done, or the kid at the grocery store. We've grown so big in this world, and social media has brought so many people from around the world together, but we've lost the idea of community in the real world, and we need that. What is up, Man Squatch? Man Squatch? That is a freaking awesome name. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year to you. I didn't realize it was today. It is in February, so you were absolutely right. Jedi 6, you're getting neutered. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Just watch Resident Alien. It was hilarious. Okay, you're the second person to tell me that. I'm going to watch it. What do I watch? What streaming service is that on? Got my mug. Larry, love you, buddy. Jack D, I got the snip last year, but decided I've made a decision. Best decision I've made in years. Only takes a few days to recover anymore. Great, because I am still nervous. A monopoly controls 100%. They aren't a monopoly. We have options. Okay. You can't be somewhat of a monopoly. I know, but they do have control. Like, was Standard Oil completely in control of all the oil companies, or did they have the ability to control the market? Because that, to me, is the monopoly. They are able to control wages, pricing, things of that nature because they're so large. So yes, technically they are not, but it feels like they are. I know it's stupid, but it does feel like they are. They aren't a monopoly because we can go elsewhere easily. You're right. You're right. Still feel like they are. Disney probably called her agency and told them to drop her or else. I don't know if that's true, but Larry, I wouldn't put it past. The Jinga Ninja or Jinja Ninja, the Jinja Ninja. I always screw that up. Sorry. Hail chat. Good luck when the Frank and Beans tomorrow. No, that's today, bro. That's today. You can watch WandaVision without paying the mouse. I like that. I have the same conundrum as you, Scott. I know you do, buddy. It's such a good show. It's such a good show. I really enjoy it. Like, I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. I just, Olsen and what's his name that plays Vision, they're amazing. Like, they work so well with each other. They go through these eras, and you really like the theme songs and the way they act is just so fun. And then there's that dark twist to it. I mean, this episode, when Vision finally has had enough and he's trying to find the edge, how is he going to react now that he knows? Will she erase his memory? Will he fight her? And what is up with the director of Sword? What is his real purpose? Is he a Skrull? Is he something else? Like, is Hydra making a comeback? We've seen Hydra commercials, as a form of Hydra coming back and wanting to use Vision as a weapon. There's so many questions I have about this show. You can simply Jack Sparrow the show from various places. That's what I'm working on, buddy. That's what I'm working on. Shane Nolan, what is up, brother? Technically, you don't need 100% market share for a monopoly. Rockefeller Standard Oil was broken up under monopoly grounds with a 43 market share. See, that's what I thought. I didn't think it had to be 100%. It had to be the power you had in your company, the ability to control the market any way you want, salaries, wages, because people can't go anywhere else. What up, Runner? How you doing, brother? I haven't seen the newest episode yet. Oh, Nerd Cookies. It's so good. It's really good. It really is. I've been in my place for almost 3 years and barely know the neighbors. Right. It's true. Agreed. I love when people agree with me. Good call, people. Sci-fi.com has full episodes of Resident Alien. I'm going to check that out. Like, I'm going to hopefully get to it today. Standard Oil had 90%. Oh, we got disagreements going on. I like this. But corporations collude. And Man Squatch is saying that they weren't a monopoly. Standard Oil wasn't? Why did they get broken up under that antitrust law that it was? I don't know. I might sound stupid right now. You sound like you know what you're talking about. So please enlighten, because I don't want to pretend like I know the whole history of Standard Oil. I watched a couple things on History Channel. I feel like I know it. That's dumb. I know. I disagree with that, though. You're telling me they didn't control the market of oil, the pricing of oil. I don't know. I don't know. You're going to have to go into that, but and it sounds like it, dude. You actually have studied it. So I would love DM me with more information, because I love that type of stuff. I mean, I love history. Eric JR Maldona. I'm sorry, dude. I screw that up every time. Sporky News, will you watch the newest episode of WandaVision? I did. And I enjoyed it. I love the freaking show. What am I supposed to do? It's the first thing from the MCU. First thing from Disney I've liked in... When did Infinity War come out? That was the last thing I think I really enjoyed. And even before that, I didn't enjoy some of the other movies, but Infinity War was great because of the, how they humanized and made Thanos relatable, even though he was, going to do something genocidal on a universe level. I feel empathy for Wanda, and I still don't know if it's all Wanda, but we're starting to learn more and more. She has a lot more control than she realizes. And I want to know what's up with her brother, Quicksilver, Peter, whatever the frick you want to call him. Did she pull him in from a multiverse? She sees it. Spoilers again, guys. She sees him shot up and dead like he was in Age of Ultron. So, like, what is going on there? Is he even a version of Quicksilver, or is he Mephisto? Is he some other, the Reaper? Is he some other entity trying to get Wanda to do what he wants? Because he's talking to her like he understands everything in this episode, and he does. He gets it, and she physically mentally attacks him in this episode, which was really interesting. I like WandaVision too. I'll still watch it. Yeah. Paul Bettany. Thank you, brother. Girthy Guitarist SD. Watching is still exposure for them. I won't pay or watch On the Seas. Yeah, see, On the Seas I can agree with. I mean, they're not going to know. It's not going to be in the Nelson ratings. Conundrum Solution, read the source material. I like that. Like House of M and all that type of stuff. What would you go with, Crazy Eyed? He was awesome in A Knight's Tale, Paul Bettany. And that's one of those corny movies that anytime it's on, I'm like, oh, look at this corny movie. And I watch the whole goddamn thing. Such great actors in that movie. You got the guy who played Robert Baratheon in it. The guy who was he was in Firefly and right? Firefly or Serenity? Firefly. He was Serenity. Ah, shit. I'm forgetting what he was in. Definitely. He was the voice of Lando's android. What's that guy's name? He's awesome. Jedi 6, what is up? Why would her agency drop her? Good question. Don't they work for her? Aren't they supposed to cater their services to the individuals and be there to back her up when she needs assistance? Cookie cutter Hollywood. Yes, these agencies aren't there to help you. They're there to help themselves. And by helping you, it helps them. And if I was an actor, and what is the name of the agency? If someone could put that out in the chat, what is the name of that agency? Because if I was an actor, I would never hire them. I would leave them ASAP, because the first moment where she hit it's a huge bump, losing your job. They drop her like that. Is there more information we don't know? I can't imagine there's something she did that was so horrific that your own agency would drop you unless someone nudged them in that way, or they were already thinking about getting rid of her. That's what bothers me. The Last Hope says, our UK government has encouraged spying on each other already during our lockdowns here. So Gina's tweet is really relatable here already. Or reality, excuse me. Yeah. And wouldn't you think in England that would be something that you guys fear more than most countries after what England went through in World War II, holding off the scourge of Nazism in Germany until the United States got into the fight with them? You know, you guys were the last bastion of hope for a very long time. And thank God for England at that moment. Now, how can you turn now and do what you're doing to your own people after fighting the fascists and the Nazis during World War II? Blows my mind. And you might not agree, people. I get that. But the beauty of freedom is we're here to disagree. I will never disrespect you for what you believe. I'm not one of those people. Someone told me a long time ago, a great coworker of mine said, if they start calling you names, and I used to say this at the end of my videos, if they start calling you a name, they've already lost the war. Meaning, if they have to resort to calling you names, then they know their argument has no leg to stand on. Look at what they do. They call people every horrific name in the book because they don't have a leg to stand on. Facts versus feelings. That is the true barometer of what's going on. There's facts on one side, feelings on the other. And right now, for some reason, feelings are winning out, and I don't get why. You literally need 100% to be a monopoly. That's what mono means. He is right about that. Just because the government does it doesn't make it right. Okay. Again, you seem to know way more about the history of it. But they were broken up as a monopoly, correct? That's all I'm going to say. They may not have technically been a monopoly, but their control on the market was strong enough where the government felt like they had too much power. But yet, we have tech giants now that are even more powerful, way more powerful than Standard Oil would have ever been. And the government is in leagues with them, it feels like, at times. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to start skipping those because that is a great conversation. I just you know, I'm done with the monopoly thing. Though I do like this one. Yeah, that's what someone was telling me, man. Squash, man's squatch. I am screwing up your name, brother, and I do not mean it. I am horrible at names. I'm horrible at pronouncing things. I got a learning disability. That's not an excuse, but at times, certain words, like the other word for a flight attendant, can't say it quick. I can say it slow. Stewardess. But if I try to say it fast, I stewardess. My whole life. That's my life, bro. Here's my take. Corporations conspiring in restraint of trades is how they should go after Amazon taking down Parler and deplatforming people. These aren't monopoly issues, but collusion issues. Yes. Okay. I will definitely agree with you there. Collusion is, and that's illegal for these corporations to collude together to control what people see, what people think, what people do, and how people get their information out of there. These companies get a tax break for being open platforms, yet they are not, because they are deciding who can write on their site and who can't. That makes you a publisher. That's what I believe. Her brother was killed. Yes, he was. But in this episode, like when she has moments of clarity, she sees Vision's dead form. She saw him in his dead form, shot up the same way the MCU Quicksilver was shot up. Not this Warner Brothers, right? Warner Brothers, Fox, Quicksilver. So that's what I meant by that. Like, is it a multiverse brother? But yet she's showing him as her brother. She keeps questioning him because he doesn't look like Pietro, which is really funny. And he's calling her out on all this stuff, which was great. It's interesting. I liked it. I think it's Quicksilver from the X-Men movies, not MCU Quicksilver. So is that what, the next Doctor Strange is going to be about? Like, she actually was able to open doors to different multiverses. Yet the way he explains it, it was dark. He heard her calling and he showed up. Like, he explains how he got there in this episode. And it's one of those things where it would have to be the MCU Quicksilver, because the other one is alive and well, most likely in that X-Men universe. Some are saying because the last time we saw Quicksilver in the X-Men universe, it was in the 80s. That's why she was able to pull him in, because the last episode was an 80s episode. I love this Malcolm in the Middle type of episode. It's so great having the kids like kind of narrate part of it. Seeing the kids getting their powers is really cool. Nerd Cookies, I'm sorry if I'm ruining it. If you're still here, got to check it out. It's such a good episode. I think it's a multiverse because they talk about the enormous presence of the cosmic background radiation. Yes, the CBR, which was created after the Big Bang. Agreed. And what else was created at the Big Bang? The Infinity Stones. So yes, Wanda has a lot of power. Wait, Vision, the Joker, and Wash in one movie? Yeah, right? Wait a minute. The Joker? Yeah, you're right. Holy crap. All in one movie. And not a bad looking princess to boot. Yeah, I got to check that out. This Resident Alien. I am going to check it out today, hopefully. Shay Nolan, I remember the Microsoft thing. I thought they actually split the company, Bell Telephone and AT&T, same thing, and JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley. Yes. So why not some of these, like ABC? I don't know if they're broken down into a structure. I don't know that they're allowed to control what they control the way they do, or the Alphabet company, whatever they are. UTA. Girthy. They are all lefty weirdos exerting power. They could be. At Sporky News Podcast, Exxon, Chevron, and a few others were created. Yes. Okay. Thank you. when Standard Oil was broken up a century ago. Yes. And they are megacorps again. Not monopolies, just whoo. Bell Telephone was broken up. Yeah. So this is definitely, so why not? What is Disney's? Because they have different divisions of Disney. They're able to break it up that way, but they're not actually under a different umbrella of a corporation. I mean, they're just absorbing everything around them. How far is too far? That's all I was wondering. Tech government in league with tech giants, but they aren't. Okay. I think they are, personally. I do. I think I've seen enough evidence that maybe they're not in league with each other, like conspiratorial, but they all are on the same page. They wanted to get rid of a certain man in his administration, and they worked together, or one allowed the other to do its dirty work. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not collusion, but it definitely, they were on the same page. Can I say it like that? It makes sense. Yeah, I could say uterus, but I can't say stewardess. Isn't that weird? But I say stewardess, so uterus, I mean, it goes together. Stewardess. See, I could sometimes do it if I really concentrate. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. Isn't a monopoly when one entity dominates the field, not necessarily 100% of the market share? Yeah, I'm off that one, but yes, that's what I thought too. Fox X-Men, yes. So you believe Larry that he's in the Fox X-Men universe? That's where he's coming from. Is this the introduction of mutants into the MCU? There's talk about Chris Evans coming back as Captain America in his, maybe in that different timeline he went back to with Peggy Carter, who was awesome, and having maybe a mission with Wolverine or Logan or something like that. I wonder if, this Quicksilver will be like, when this is all, the WandaVision bubble is popped, will he be Pietro, but from the X-Men universe, and she accepts him as a brother? Will he now live in this universe? Is it the access to the multiverse, or what is the one from Ant-Man and the Wasp? It's not the multiverse, quantum realm. Is that where we're going to get the X-Men, or excuse me, the Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom from that little world? Don't forget, at the beginning of WandaVision, the first episode, Monica Rambeau came back and she was at Sword, explained that half the astronauts disappeared during the dusting. Half came, were too scared to go back on missions. Is that our entrance to the Fantastic Four? Who is this astrophysicist that she talked about who's making this truck for them? Is that Reed Richards? Could be. Is it this Skrull friend she knew in the 90s? There's so much still to answer in this show. Is it 9 episodes? I think so. It's 9 episodes, right? I am stoked to watch the rest of them. I am such a hypocrite, because I freaking hate Disney right now. I hate what they did to Gina Carano, but man, I love that show. I can admit I'm a complex man. I still need to watch. Yeah. Check it out, dude. It's good. The mutants are coming. The Last Hope. The mutants are coming. 2 candles, because they are coming by sea. Is it sea or land is 2 candles? Damn it. Jedi 6. Yeah. Oh God, Continuation and Denotion. I am such a bad reader. God, you guys are calling me out on things. Deviant Pork. I love you, brother. Hail, everyone. With today's episode, it seems nearly confirmed hexagon equals hex equals X for Gene. Yes, I agree. What is Darcy breaking into? What is his ultimate goal, though? What is his ultimate goal with Vision? That is my question. What was their plan? Is he a Skrull? Is he creating a weapon to defeat aliens? Is, like, what's going on there? I love how I don't know what's going on. And I there's so many options to it. So it's very interesting. Let's see. I'm done talking monopolies at the moment. I love that you guys are still talking about it. I will try Jedi 6. Clitoris. See, I could say it. It's just certain words I stumble on. I don't understand what it is. Deviant Porg. I think the big villain will be revealed to be Nightmare rather than Mephisto. He's feeding off her traumas. Yeah. What about, who's the guy? It's not Galactus. Who has like the two? Is it Nightmare? Not Nightmare. Reaper, the Reaper that has like, they showed when it was like the I Dream a Genie intro, between the two levels of the floor, there was a dude's helmet. And I want to say was it the Reaper? Is it the Grim? I forget the MCU name for him. The ability to bring back the dead. Could he be part of this too? Is it a multi, because she's so powerful, did it take, Mephisto, Nightmare, and the Reaper? Like, who could it be? Sporking WandaVision is like a drug. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Originally, Fantastic Four go into space and get radiated to get their powers. Yes. And when they were talking about the astronauts, I thought maybe that was going to be their way in. Oh God. Can you say, okay, give me a second. I got to get closer to read this. Disestablishmentary. I went to college. I'm not dumb. I just have issues reading sometimes. I like math and history. Thanks for pointing out my weaknesses, guys. I really care. Thanks. Darren, like my father before me. Canceled my Disney Plus subscription today. Is WandaVision good? Yes. Will I miss it? Maybe. But I was gutted when I missed the first season of Lost, and look how that turned out. I can't say much on that. God, Lost ended horribly. No, they're not all dead. No, dude. Freaking JJ. Can I smoke? Oh yeah, it's my site. This is fun. I don't think I've done a solo stream. Have I ever done a solo stream? I invited people from Rogue Entertainment. They just don't like me because I talk too much. Don't listen to them. They're going to say, oh, we love you. Nerd cookies and all that. Oh, we love you. The only one that'll tell you the truth is his name is Stephen Walton because he's a dick. Let's see what else we got. I'm only going to go probably for a little bit longer, guys. I do have to prepare, do a little shaving before the procedure. Take some Ativan, I guess. I am in recovery, so I'm not getting any painkillers after this. I joked about that last night on Comics Division, but I don't want people to believe that. I will have a Motrin 800, so hopefully ice really works. My wife's picking up a big bag of ice. It's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be awesome. I can't say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I did have to slow down there, though, Jack. Or Man Squash. I can't say your name because I'm crazy. And Jack D says to you, Man Squash, that's just mean, brother. He can't even say my name. You guys are dicks. Binge Think, dude. Great guy, great channel. What is up, dude? Are you still? I haven't been able to catch up. It's been a little while. So if you like World War II, hold on. I'm going to get his link and put it in the chat. So just give me a second, everyone. I see John talks and all them like not talk for a second. I always get nervous. People are going to leave if I'm quiet. I'm guessing people leave because I'm not quiet. So hold on 1 second. Binge. Think. Oops. Search filter. Channel. Apply. There you are. 101 subscribers, dude. You got there. So I'm going to put this in the chat. Please, guys, if you are not subscribed to this dude, Binge Think is awesome. So every day he does a report. He, right? Does a report. Like, okay, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. Copy link. Okay, so like the Battle of Britain, every day, like September 20th, 1940, he will do a report of what was happening in England on that day during the Battle of England when the Nazis were bombing England, the UK. And it is cool. They're only like 2-3 minutes long. Some of them are a little longer when he groups them together, but they're so much fun. Like, I love listening to him. He only has 101 subscribers, which is the hardest number to get to, 100, I thought. Please subscribe. What a good dude. So I am going to put that in the chat right now. I just have to go to my own page, silence myself. Here we go. Boom, boom. There you go. There's the link. Please make sure to check Binge Think out. Please make sure you guys hit like, subscribe to this channel if you don't mind me talking a lot. I do have a favor to ask the 19 or 20 people in here right now. When this is over with, go back to the link. If you can comment, please comment, because that is how the algorithm decides to pick up your video and shoot it out there. I'm testing out if I get more comments, will I get more views? So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Deviant Porg, talking to Darren. I canceled Disney Plus. I still can watch WandaVision. Magic. It is magic. It's a hex. It's my friend online. He's Asian, you know. Good dude. Grim Reaper. Okay, Grim Reaper. It would be too obvious with the helmet they shown in the intro. Well, I'm an obvious person, dude. What you see is what you get. Come on. You don't think, okay, maybe they put that there to misdirect, but maybe they didn't. Maybe they know people like us would know that. So we would think it wasn't him. So it is him. You know what I'm talking about. Wow, you got 90% of what they, wow, you got 90% of the way there. See, I almost had it, dude. Can you say, honey, you just lay there and I'll, and I'll let you come first. Yeah. Balloons popping. Oh God. Let's see. I got close. I'm going back to that one. Anti-establishment something. Oh no, I'm not. Don't forget, Wanda is leading to Doctor Strange 2. So Magneto. Will the history be rewritten that her actual father is Magneto now that they control the mutants, now that the Disney has control of the word mutants, not enhanced beings? Will we find out that her father that died in the bombing is actually not her father, but her mother got a little wah wah with the god of metal, Magneto himself? Maybe. I think so. They have to introduce the mutants. Will the mutants have been there all along? Or, which I think is more likely, when Rocket Raccoon describes the immense energy the snap caused, and then the destruction of the Infinity Stones, and then again of this 2 snaps from the Hulk and from Iron Man, will that be enough energy to access that gene that we're going to find out Wanda and Pietro had? That is the reason why they lived through the experiments they went through with Hydra. Will that be the cause of people's latent mutant genes surfacing, and that mutants will now become reality? Or have mutants always been there? Like certain mutants or all mutants, you know, has Logan been there the whole time? Or will it actually start from now because of that release of energy? We are seeing them set up Monica Rambeau. She's the only person that has been in and out of the Hex. Will that be because her DNA has been rewritten? Will she, because she has powers like a lot like, well, really more like Captain Marvel, but will this cause her to become the superhero Photon that she is? Really interesting. Yeah, he did. Thank you, Larry. He did give me the longest word, I think, in English history. God, you guys. You're getting a vasectomy? That's nuts. Mwah, mwah. That was girthy. I love you, man. But yeah, I'm getting chopped. Sporky News Podcast. Just get the super Advil. There was very little pain afterwards. Dude, Jack D, thank you, brother. Which also, I said it earlier, but more people have come on. Great channel. Check them out. I don't know if, Jack, are you one of my mods, dude? You better be a mod. No, you're not. Holy crap. Drop your link in the chat now that you are a mod. People are like, Scott, you have way too many mods. Someone could ruin your chat. I trust everyone I make a mod. Okay. If you are a mod, it's because I trust you. I probably make most of you guys mods because I trust you guys. Look, we might not always agree on fantasy and sci-fi, politics, religion, life in general. Doesn't mean I can't respect people. And I respect you guys. You guys are awesome. For Mephisto, the problem is China's market. Yes. Before we even read the rest of that. Yes. They cannot have like ghosts, devils, spiritual stuff in their movies. They will find a way around it, or they just won't show WandaVision over there. If they put him in the movie, chances are big they will not be allowed to release there, and Disney needs their money. That's why I bet on Nightmare. All right, dude. You know what? Valid point. Binge Think, great channel. Been a while. Have some Mando thoughts about to upload. Oh, okay. I will be checking that out. If you if you do like a Twitter thing where you check out my newest video, make sure you at me so I could forward that on to other people. Back in the day, that's all they would show. Now they do Ice Road Truckers and Ancient Aliens. I know, even though I love Ancient Aliens. The History Channel is no longer the History Channel, and it drives me nuts because I love learning about. I love history. That was when I went to college. That was my plan, to be a history teacher. I didn't finish school because I wasn't ready for it as a kid. I had my issues, and that's okay. But I still enjoy reading and learning about history. The men who built America type thing. That's the only reason I know more. Well, I also learned about that in college, but the Rockefeller stuff it's just really interesting. I'm sounding dumber and dumber when I say things like that. I know. Agreed on the History Channel. There is Binge Thinks YouTube channel. Please check it out anytime, mate. Oh yes, I listen to Binge Think content. That's really cool. Yes. And Ancient Aliens. I missed when that was still cool. Show is tired now. You're right, Jack. It was cool. Now, if you want that Ancient Aliens feel, go check out Enter the Unfamiliar with Finaldeathstar. He's really killing it right now with his episodes, man. I'm hoping to be a guest on his show one of these days. Finaldeathstar is a friend of mine, and he is awesome. If someone could put his link in the chat, Jack, put your link in the chat. People, we need to help out one another because the tech giants aren't helping us. So we need to help each other. Darren, new sub Binge. See, now you're probably up to 102. I'm going to check that out right now. How many subs did Binge get since now? All right, let's see. Because I really dig Binge. Binge think is what you gotta think, because if you don't think, it's not binge think. 103 binge think. You can cut that and make that your lead. All right. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Sporking, how do you met your fetch? What? I'm lost. Battle of Britain day by day. Yes, it's so good. He's really good at it. I love Binge Think's voice, like just the radio sound effect to it. It's really cool. Yeah, I knew you were subbed. We talked about that a long time ago, Palanuki. Sporky News Podcast. Did you meet your friend online, and can you introduce me to him? I will find the best online friends I got. There's one I can't give out because it's like a personal, I forget what the epic. It's somebody's link that I use. But I will find the ones that I have been using, and just DM me on Twitter if you can, and I will find it for you, and I'll send you the link. Based on what we heard from today's episode, Wanda might be doing a reverse House of M with the anomaly. Like, please, mutants, you know, it has grown. I love how the carnival and the used car place, like it's grown quite a bit. The Hex, like it's a lot. It's what would you say, double the size of the town now? How freaky was it that people that aren't in her general area, as you go farther and farther out, slowly stop moving? Like the woman that was trying to hang up that ghost decoration, and like the one teardrop coming down her face. How crazy was that? Oh man, what a good show. I do have a question, and maybe when you guys come back and comment on this, you'll let me know. Should I start a Sporky News live channel and move all my live content over there? I have gotten an update on my new computer, which is coming hopefully in a couple weeks. They have finished assembling it. They are sending it to the software and quality control area, where they will add the software, test out the components and the software, and then ship it out to me. So once I get a better system again, ever, thank you for everyone's support who has donated, super chats, super stickers, all that stuff. It's members. It's helped out greatly. Should I, when I go back to doing videos on this channel, start a Sporky News live channel and move all my live stuff over there after it is aired here? Let me know. More questions about WandaVision, guys. I'm going to go for about 10, 15 more minutes. So if you have any more questions or want to say something about it, let's talk WandaVision. Monica Rambeau, that's what hamburgers are all about. What? Palanuki or Deviant Pork. The funny thing everyone forgets is that the stone still exists intact in the main universe. Cap brought them back, and they killed the Thanos who was going to take them later. You're so right. I totally blanked on that. 2014 Thanos is dead. But isn't that an alternate universe? Didn't it actually already happen in this timeline? So it can't be reversed, but in a different timeline, it is reversed. The way they explained it, the way the Ancient One explained it, everything that has happened is already history. You can't change that. What they did was change the history where that 2014 Thanos came from, right? 14 or 12, whatever, 14, I think. Killing that Thanos ruined Thanos for me. Like, he was so good in the Infinity Wars. It was so good. You felt for him. You understood him. You just knew he was a little nuts. Then he became just a one-dimensional, I'm going to kill you all and bring everything to dust. Shane Nolan, didn't they say the mutant X gene was caused by the nuclear age? I remember them using the phrase children of the atom. Yeah. But there were older mutants. I think they used the nuclear age as latent mutant genes because of the nuclear age sparked them. Because there are mutants that were much older than, and maybe that's the original context of it, but there was mutants prior to the nuclear age. Only a few, though, not many. The Infinity Stones. I got you, brother. Girthy says, it takes real balls to do that. You're just a dick. Jack D, no, sir, just a member. Oh, haha, I am now. Yes, you are. Deviant, and we can disagree, but I've always witnessed an awesome chat. Yeah, I love my chats, dude. Rogue Entertainment chats, my chat. People are awesome because they at least show each other respect. MTV used to be music television. God, remember those days? What was the first song? What was the first video? I mean, it's an easy one. First person wins a high five for me. Virtual high five. First video on MTV. What was the first video? I can't do it, Trump. It's the History Channel. It's not. Girthy says that's why people are dumb and think Gina was degrading people. They don't get history anymore, but believe alien built everything. Right. I used to be one of those people. I'm not going to lie, until my thoughts on alien intervention has changed. I don't doubt aliens probably have stopped by this world because of what ancient texts tell us. But I believe ancient societies pre the Younger Dryas and the last ice age, they were way more advanced than we know. And don't forget, like, people are like, well, where's the proof? Peru, Stonehenge, Egypt. You can't date stone. What will last 10,000 years? Stone. Other things will degrade. Haven't anybody watched A World Without People or whatever that was on the History Channel back in the day? That was such a cool show. Why not in North America? Because the ice sheet crushed anything that would have shown a sign. And even then, right down from where I live, there is an ancient stone structure that is believed to be predates 10,000 BC. So just because we don't have the carbon dating proof doesn't mean we don't have proof that technology was advanced. Cataclysm happened. People went back to tribal living and we grew from there. The stories our ancestors tell, the ancient flood myths, you would have to be arrogant to believe that it couldn't have happened. Which a lot of archaeologists and historians seem to be. They're very fierce about protecting their legacy, which is, we were hunter-gatherers till about 10,000 years ago. We started planting stuff and civilization started in Mesopotamia. That's it. And then since then, we've come this far and now we fly. How can people be around for a couple 100,000 years and not reach that level before? Like all of a sudden something snapped. Come on. I do believe mushrooms had something to do with our knowledge though. Anyways, what is up, dude? Hail to you, my friend, and another great channel, guys. Check it out. Please do. Myra Spear. I wasn't going to say your name, dude, because I thought as we've been learning through this chat, I suck at reading. The Myra Spear Origins is a good person. Please check out that channel. Jedi 6, the men who built America as a woman, I am highly offended. You have a valid point. I'm offended for you being offended. I'm offended for you. Not, is that sexist though? Something to think. Yes. Thanks for the offer to let me drop my link. Yes, guys, Jack D is a good dude. Friends with Nerdrotic. Come on. You got to help out Jack D. We're all in the same family. Come on. Good person. Really good guy. Love listening to what he has to say. Check him out. Jedi 6, don't forget the women making sandwiches for those. Oh, Shane Nolan is the 104th sub for Binge Think. Guys, check out Binge Think. Great channel. I love Binge Think. All right. Latino Slant. How are you doing, buddy? Did you watch the episode? Miss Martin Muses, did you watch the episode? How do you guys feel about Wanda? God, I really got to wrap this up. God, I would have had you guys on. I got to get wrapping up, guys. Check out Latino Slants channel. Check out who is a good friend, Miss Martin Muses, who is every Monday with me on our Song of Ice and Fire streams. Check out Miss Martin Muses. Such a good person. Someone I appreciate because willing to speak her mind. Same as Latino Slant. Looks at people for who they are. Latino Slant's a good human being. Dude, get an Adele. No, it's not Adele. It is a AMD processor. It's a lot of different companies involved in the making of this. Liquid cooled. It's going to be pretty dope. I can't wait for you guys all to see it. But I do have to get going, everybody. Forgotten Prime, what is up? Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that showed up today. This was fun. Impromptu before my vasectomy. Hopefully I won't feel too bad and I'll be able to do a dump tomorrow night. Stay tuned for that. Drunk 3PO with a $4.99 chat. What are you doing here, brother? Hey, brother. Showing support. Thank you, my friend. And thank you for doing your charity stream, which is such an important cause. You were up to 42K last time I saw. Jay, thank you. Again, really, you doing one of these a couple of years ago, you're like in your car, sitting in front of your car. Two things happened. It introduced me to Stephen Walton. I don't know if I could thank you for that, actually. And second, it inspired me to start my channel. You and Gary. So I appreciate that, my friend. 43K. Holy crap. Thank you for being who you are. No matter how much you bust my balls, they're getting snipped today. So you won't be able to. I mean, they're there still. They're just snipping them. All right, everybody. God bless you. Take care. Please go over to Drunk's page because it's still live. I am going to donate in a couple minutes. Make sure you guys keep donating. It is one of the most important causes I believe in. So please do. Everybody, have a great day. Don't forget my thank you. I have to thank you, not you guys. I need to thank my little finger level subscribers. That's Tina Bojan, Who Knew, Jack D. Check out his channel. And Toxic Man Flu, who busts my balls more than anybody. But thank you to those guys and to the rest of the great sporkers out there. This is for you.